Kia ora guys, well today we're looking at the stage 5 strategy of compensation. So this is again a series of 3. We'll do a stage 5, a stage 6, and then we'll look at some stage 7 problems involving decimals. So compensation. Yesterday we did place value partitioning where we add the tens and ones. Today we're going to compensate one of the numbers to make it a tidy number. So we like tidy numbers in maths. Those are usually numbers that end in a 0, like 30 for example is a nice tidy number. Or 300 is a nice tidy number, or even 320 is a nice tidy number. And the reason they're tidy is because they end in zeros, all right? So zeros are really handy for us. They make it way easier to add. So if we can make some of the numbers that we are adding end with a 0, it just makes our life easier. Let's have a go with an example problem. Okay, let's suppose that I had 17, and I wanted to add on to the 17, 28. 17 plus 28. Now, yesterday we did PVP, where we would add the 10s and then add the 1s, but you can see straight away that 7 and 8 is more than 10, so it's going to cross a 10, which makes it a little bit more tricky. Rightio, what happens if we round one of these numbers? Let's take the 28. 28 is really close to 30, so I'm just going to pretend for a moment that the problem is 17 plus 30. Because I only had to add 2 to make it into 30. So now 17 plus 30, now that's easy, okay, because 17 plus 30 is 47, because 3 and the 1 is the 4, and 7 and a 0 is 7, right? Now, here's the part that we have to do. This is the compensation part. Remember up here, we added 2 on. Because we added 2 on, at the end, we just take 2 off. So what's 47 take away 2? Well, the answer is 45. So our final answer for 17 plus 28 is 45. That is the compensation strategy. The first step, number 1, is we rounded the number to turn it into 30 by adding 2. Number 2, step 2, is we added the problem, and we got 47. And then the third step is we have to remember to compensate. If we added 2 up here, we need to minus 2 down here. Okay, so there are 3 steps. Let's do one more problem. This time, let's say we had 28 plus 33. Now, this time you can also round one of these numbers by taking it away. Now, I could take the 28 and turn it into 30. I could do that. I could plus 2 onto the 28. But that's probably what I should do. But just for this example, what I'm going to do is I'm going to minus 3. I'm going to subtract 3 from this side. If I subtract 3 from this side, it turns it into 30. So now my problem is 28 plus 30. 28 plus 30 should be easy for most of you guys. 20 plus 30 is 50, and 8 and nothing is 8, so it's 58. Now, the last part of it, because I minused 3 up here, I have to plus 3 at the end. Okay, before, in the last example, you remember, I think I plussed 2, so I had to minus 2. This time I minused 3 at the start, so at the end, I have to put that 3 back on. You'll notice that I have to do the opposite of whatever I did. If I minus at the start, then that will turn into a plus at the end. If I plus at the start, then that will turn into a minus at the end. Alright, so 58 plus 3, 58, 59, 60, 61. The answer is 61. So that's how we use the compensation strategy. Sometimes it's called tidy numbers, and sometimes it's called compensation using tidy numbers, but it's all the same thing. We round one number to a nice tidy number. Okay, let's do some examples here. Your turn, and I'm going to get you to pause the video at a few points. Let's do 27 plus 35. All right, pause the video now and work out which number you are going to round. Press pause. Okay, that's enough time. So there's a couple of options you could do here. You could plus 5 to this number to make it into 40, or you could plus 3 to this number, to make it into 30. Or you could even minus 5 from this number in order to make it 30. I think probably the most logical is to plus 5, because that's really easy. It's always easy to add in 5s, but it doesn't matter if you did another one, it's still going to come out with the same answer at the end. Alright, so let's assume we plussed 5. So now I want you to write out the new problem and solve it. Press pause now and write out what the new problem will look like. Alright, that should be enough time. If not, just press pause again. So, if we've plussed 5, it's now going to look like 27 plus 40. And the answer to that is 67. Alright, press pause now and you're going to do the compensation, remembering what we did up here to the plus 5. Press pause now and have a go. Alright, if we plussed 5 at the start, we need to take off 5 at the end. 67 take away 5 is 62. Our final answer is 62, and that is the correct answer. Alright, let's do one more, and then you've got some follow-ups to work on. Okie dokie, let's go. Let's go 18 plus 32. 33. 18 plus 33. Alright, I'm going to let you press pause now, and you're going to do the whole problem from the start till the end without any help from me. When you think you've got your final answer, press play on the video and see if you got it right. Press pause now. Okay, that should be enough time. Let's have a go at this one. I think it's best to plus 2 to 18. You might have also minused 3 from 33, but probably the easiest way to do this one is by plussing 2 to 18. Ultimately, it doesn't really matter if you did it a different way. As long as you do the rest of the steps correctly, you're going to get the same answer as I will. Okay, 18 plus 2 is 20, plus 33. 20 plus 33 is easy because we've got a nice, easy, tidy number. So 20 plus 30 is 50, and 0 and 3 is still 3. The answer is 53. Now I remember that I plussed 2 at the start. So if I plussed 2 at the start, I need to minus 2 at the end. 53 minus 2 is 51. My final answer is 51. Take a tick if you got the same. Right guys, that's the end of our video for stage 5, and stage 6 will be coming up after this. Go and do the follow-up problems now. Good luck, see you later.